Hey guys, Dive Shark here. Thank you for joining us for episode 2 of Vanilla Heroes. We left off yesterday working on this common ground sort of base area at spawn for everyone to just have a safe place whenever night comes and they just need to get away from those phantoms. We left off with the storage. I think I've come up with a solution for that, but I'm going to run it by you guys and see if we can come up with something better. And then I started trying to figure out how to fill in these windows, but I started with panes and then remembered that those don't sync up with stairs, so I'm thinking we're going to have to stick with the whole glass block in sorting that out. And then the other thing that I've been doing off camera was just trying to define the shape for this roof, and I think this little inward arc roof is what we're gonna end up going with. It's not my favorite design, but I think it's gonna be good enough to get us through the initial start of spawn before we ever build up a full-on community area. The hopes in this episode is that we're gonna go ahead and finish this build. We're going to go ahead and get this behind us. Spawn is going to be all set to go, and then we're going to make our way to the island that's going to end up being our base. We kind of pre-established before the season started who was going to have what area, and I think you guys are going to be excited to see what we got in store for this season. So I'm going to cut to a time lapse right now of just finishing up this build, and then I will catch you guys after. I don't know. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Tidy up a little bit. Yeah. I think it looks nice. So, all that's completed. Missed a spot. Let's see. Beautiful. So all that leaves to finish up this is to add in the chest. So I was telling you guys earlier that I think I've come up with a plan of how to deal with it. And it's pretty simple, but also I'm not sure if it's the smartest idea when it comes to things. So what I found is that you can place them against the wall, no problem. Place them against each other, not a problem in the world. Now where the difficulty comes is when you try to link things together, you run into the fact that they don't want to if you click shift. So my thought is work your way down. So if we work our way down, 3, those will sync together. So you get those all together, and then move on to the next layer. Followed by the next layer. It's a bit tedious, just because it's always been just so easy to sync them up next to each other, but I think that's a decent price to pay for finally getting rid of having to have trap chests at all times. And then you wind up with something like this. Alright, well I'm gonna wrap up this building and then I'll catch you guys in a moment when we're ready to head off to our island. Alright, and just like that we've got everything in place. The storage system is looking great, the roof is done. Our whole build is it's finally coming together, and I think the rest of the server is really going to enjoy having this for when they start building up the spawn area. The next thing that I want to accomplish is just to head to our base and start actually establishing the groundwork for the whole build. We've all kind of set out our goals for what we wanted in a base. And currently my only prerequisite was that I really wanted to have an end portal in my base, and all of them were happy to oblige as long as I'm okay with sharing it with them. So I'm gonna start making my way that way, and I will catch you guys once we finally made it there. So we've just arrived at our island, and this is it. Now, the plan is eventually going to be just to flatten all of this, none of this to be here, but I think it's a good spot to start off with. But down below, this is our stronghold. So, I would say probably next episode we're going to try to spend a little time just to finish cleaning that up. But the other part that I thought would be interesting is, yes, I know it's still quite a bit of a journey till I get there, but pretty much straight in line with it is a guardian temple. So the hope for this season is to have at one end of my base a guardian farm, guardian temple, and then at the opposite end of it be the end portal. And then everything in between is going to be all the redstone contraptions, all of the storage, and basically all the homey spots for it. But with that said, the rest of this all needs to be cleared out. So for today, I think the last bit of this episode is just going to be establishing ourselves a little hut on this island right here, and then finding a way of connecting us up to the nether portal at spawn, just to save us a little bit of time, because we're probably one of the furthest on the server away from spawn, but I don't want to give up our access to that just yet. So if that doesn't scream stereotypical Minecraft house, I don't know what else will. But I think it'll get the job done. We got some half slabs on top, so nothing's going to come jumping down on us. We got furnace, crafting bench, a mess of a chest, an unfinished AFK fish farm for tonight. We've got a very dark. Let's fix that. We've got a very dark storage room, which a few chests just so we can actually AFK for a bit, and then a small bit of a stairway dug out just enough to be able to get enough stone brick to get this done. So I left a couple of things back at spawn that I still need to go grab some of my redstone dust and a little bit more of my storage. So I'm going to go grab that real quick, finish, and come back here to finish up the rest of this build. Alright, and I know I said that we weren't going to do this, but... Oh, why is there a zombie down there? Alright, this is already feeling like a bad idea. You know, bad ideas are just good ideas waiting to happen. Let's give it a go. Oh, too much stuff. Alright, that's one. I don't think there's going to be one further back. There's a zombie down here, so we gotta kill him. Alright, let's go back up. For a ship, they have an awful amount of trapdoors. Like, I feel like that's just asking for you to sink. Wait, this still works? What? Of all things that should have broken, you would think that this would be one of them. Okay, well now we know. I don't think I like treasure chests though. That was pretty lame. Okay, so we're back. We've got everything back into its own place, and we put some of the finishing touches on the AFK fish farm. But all that leaves for us is to need to go out, and I can see the spider that we need to finish this stupid thing out here. But I can also hear phantoms. Well, that went well. Let's go get our stuff back. Alright, I see our stuff. Oh, bit early there. Are they anywhere? Ooh, those things hit. They don't hold any punches on you. And our spider's gone. Alright, well, let's. I mean, we already died. Might as well keep going. Oh, never mind. Okay, so hunting down spiders is going nowhere. So I've got one last thing that I think is worth trying. I think that it might be worthwhile to just go ahead and go down into the stronghold. And there's normally something down there that could be deemed useful. And there's an entrance right over here. Oh wow. That's a lot of bookshelves. That makes things easy. Alright. Are there normally chests in here somewhere? Knockback. Mending? Mending and Riptide? That's amazing. Wait, why am I making an AFK Fisher then? Oh, that's so awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that there. So I just know where to go. So nothing down here. And we've got the zombie. And he's got string. Wait. I'm an idiot. I've been getting string from those stupid cobwebs this whole time. Okay, well I think we are done down here for the time being. And we're just going to finish that fissure and get this all wrapped up. Alright, well we got our fishing rod. So I think the next thing for us to do is just to make sure that this thing actually works. I kept hearing rumors that auto fishing was going to be broken in 1.13, but our entire server's been doing it since day one, so I feel like it has to be... Oh. And definitely not broken. Alright, so we got our auto fisher set up. We got the start to a mine shaft. We've got all of our storage brought over. And we've got our first starter home set up. I'd say a very successful second day. Oh, and we got the community start done. So overall, I'm very happy with where we're sitting at right now. I think I'm going to AFK for the night. And just thank you for tuning in for episode 2. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and smash the like button, and I'm going to AFK fish, and I'll join you guys back for episode 3 tomorrow.